Hey guys, and welcome to Talks with Tam. Today we're doing Ask the Guys. And so we're going to be asking questions, just basic questions that some of you women just kind of want to know guys' perspectives on. Okay? So I'm Tam.
I ain't y'all friend. Come on.
It's going to be one of those segments. This is Se7en the poet. We actually did a segment earlier today, and he wanted to join the conversation of Ask the Guys. One of our guys couldn't make it, so glad to have him.
Glad to be here.
I'm scared. I'm the
be.
only lady here. Oh, Lord.
I'm Lamarr Ladd. Hit me up. Lamarr_Ladd_official.
All right.
Lego.
All right. And then their handles will be on the screen, of course. Okay. So I'm not going to start heavy. I'm going to start light. Y'all don't understand. They lit me up before we even turned the camera on. So I don't know what to expect. I might need some help here.
How she gonna villainize us, bro, before the show?
Exactly. She done put their mental space already somewhere.
I just keep the game.
Okay. Yeah. So here's what I want to ask, because as I sit here with makeup and hair and all these things, men always say they like natural women. And I'm just like, sometimes I go natural so men won't say anything to me because they don't flirt and things like that as much when you're natural. I have a daughter and friends who say the same thing. Sometimes they go natural and don't get dolled up, so they're not flirted with, right? But then I hear men say all the time, that's what they prefer. Give me your thoughts on that.
Who said they prefer that? Men.
A lot of men. I mean,
no, that's women talking about men. Because I feel like women, women are always saying, oh, they like the girls with the BBLs and the fake this and the fake that. I'm like, we don't really like that.
That's
you ain't never heard us say that.
I ain't never heard her do. Man, you know what, man, you cute. But if your eyelashes was a little bit longer, never, bro.
Throw a BBL on you, we good.
Nah, and here got the thing. You started out by saying, sometimes you make the decision to go natural so you won't attract the attention.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, when you go natural to not attract the attention, you're also not going to places that would even provide a significant amount of attention. You're not going natural out the shower to the club. You're going
I'm
natural.
at the gas station. Okay, you're right about that.
You're right about that. On at the gas station.
Yeah, but
I'd have been on the phone, Mark.
But let me respond to this, because you said, well, we didn't say this and we didn't say that. I'm talking about your actions. And I'm not talking about you individually, but I'm talking about most men. I'm talking about your actions. And what we know is a woman who is dolled up with her heels on and her hair done or whatever and makeup on is going to get more attention than a natural woman who doesn't have on much makeup, you know.
No, what we know is that oftentimes when you get cheated on, it was by something that you felt was less than attractive than you, and you asked, how you gonna do that with her? Because the actual fact of the matter is we have very low standards and we're simple as men.
Agreed. and I think some of those actions you talk about are from. We don't want much. I mean, the attention that you're talking about is from likes on Instagram and
looks,
fire emojis. I mean, if a guy if a guy click like on a picture from a girl who got a BBL or fake breasts and all this kind of stuff, he just click like, okay, she could look good on this, but that might not be the woman he want to take home.
But I even hear married men, when their wives after so long get comfortable and they stop fixing themselves up, they don't like that. They're like, fix yourself up. Some of them go get side chicks that wear makeup and hair and spruce it up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't get. Well, y'all need to start showing us that. When that natural woman walks by, and that BBL walks by with that hair and makeup and all of that, and that natural woman walks by, I need you to look her way.
Some guys might look at that BBL, but you don't know what we think. I'm like, God, oh, that's terrible. But y'all see me looking like, oh, he like that.
What happens is, you know what I'm saying, when you are natural, because you're natural and you feel how you feel about your natural versus to your dolled up, when we speak to you in your natural, you don't want to be bothered. But when you feeling Sasha fierce, then you act like that. So you may entertain the energy or the attention more. And so I'm in a position, or we are in a position for an exchange. However, if I see you in some sweats, whatever, your hair all over your head.
I
And
don't want to talk.
Yeah, you don't want to talk. I say, hey, beautiful.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm just going to the store, baby.
You don't mean it.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. No, I can get that. I can get that.
Y'all be tripping
All right.
about that.
I put it like one of my relationships that I had. I met her at Walmart, and she didn't really feel like being bothered, but I was really attracted to her. She was she didn't have no makeup on. She had on a t-shirt. She just came to pick up a couple items. I'm like, oh, she's cute, and I can tell she don't have nothing on, and I was very attracted. I went and talked to her.
I know y'all sometimes thinking she looks pretty like this. She'd be beautiful once she puts the makeup and stuff on. You can tell it's somebody that if they got themselves together. They would.
And we roll over in the morning. That's probably how she's gonna be looking.
Yeah.
So if you have to wear all that stuff, no, I don't want you.
Yeah, we don't even be that. And then some of y'all overdo it. Some of y'all do it to the point. Even like, is that a dude or something?
I know.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree.
Like, you know, what is it, hair in a bun with no makeup on, that's when you're the prettiest. I hope that you don't take your wife.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The actions say something different.
That
What do y'all think about the BBL? What do y'all?
we
what are
look
your
at
thoughts on it?
we slow down to look at a car wreck.
But a car wreck, but I wouldn't compare it to a car wreck. I would, you know what I'm saying? Because it's looked at as a positive thing.
No, it's
No,
not.
no, it's not. If I seen a good one, I don't know I saw it.
It's looked
Okay.
at like a circus attraction.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's always the women who say that about men, but I haven't seen a man on no shows, no podcast,
No barbershop, no
nothing.
weight room,
Nope.
no bar, no football. We do
Okay.
not.
No, we're not out
Okay.
there like that.
We don't.
Well, let me ask y'all this, especially as black men. What do y'all think about fake hair?
Unbelievable.
What do y'all think about fake hair? And you can be honest, I have tough skin.
My mother is a 2-time cancer survivor, and her hair is shorter than mine. And I think she's absolutely gorgeous. The first time I saw a small natural, I'm glad I got that down low. The first time I saw a small natural, it was on Florida Evans. The second time I saw it, it was on my auntie Canella, and I saw it as a stylish strength.
Okay. Okay.
Black Panther came out, and
Oh yeah.
I gathered a new respect for the woman that is bald. Their strength there. The 12-inch yaki or whatever y'all sew-ins, and I'm glad that y'all chilled on the lace fronts. I'm glad everybody application is the same.
We did.
Everybody application
I think we chilled on the weaves, but lace fronts, I don't know.
Everybody application is the same.
Someone way better.
I know.
Now, where I am pro weave, can't lie. When she can slang them bright, you ain't gotta lie, Craig. I love it. So I can't really speak to it. I have a problem. Only time I have a problem with weave is when she feels that she has to have it.
Good point. Good point. Lamar?
And wash
go
our
ahead.
wigs. Wash our wigs.
No, I've grown to just become used to it. You know, I love natural. You know, and I think that a lot of women feel like they have to wear it, but I don't think that they have to. I've seen, you know, I've dated women, I've seen women, and I've seen their natural hair just from being around them and in the house, but they're not gonna wear it. I'm like, why don't you wear it? It's beautiful, it's nice, it's that. But you know, I've grown to. I'm used to it. But if I see somebody in their natural state, it's, you know, it has a little notch up, like, okay, that is very true. That's natural. So nowadays, when weaves first came out, like, the girl got a weave on. You look at it like that, but now I look at it like, oh, dang, she natural. It's like, your natural is kind of up here now, and then weave is just, you know, it's here, it's fine. You know. I'm not.
You don't feel like ladies need to wash their wigs?
Oh yeah. Do they smell bad? I think so.
I hope so.
I lay down to many a mustard weed in the.
And that can happen.
Listen,
I look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got the answer for that because I wear them, so I got the answer for that. But when you tell somebody that, I guess your girlfriend, whatever, you look better in your natural, wear your natural hair, and they won't do it. Why do you think they won't?
They're not comfortable with it.
Period.
Why do you think they're not comfortable with it?
I don't know, something or another they're not comfortable with as far as like, they feel like it needs to, be strengthened or loose ends or something. Yeah, I hear that a lot.
Okay.
Oh, it's protected and then I'm gonna be able to do it,
Okay.
but then that then never really comes.
Yeah.
So, or I have, heard women have actual, stories behind it, which, I may understand, and I just,
Right.
I don't press it, I don't press it
Okay.
at all, but I'll say it to a woman who I'm very close to, like,
Okay.
why don't you wear your natural? And then they give me a story, they say, well, then I'll back off.
Okay.
It's an issue of what's within. You know what I'm saying? It might sound
You
conceivable.
think it's confidence?
Absolutely, and it
Okay.
is their buy-in into societal beauty standards.
Ding, 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 ding. Assimilation.
Yeah, and
It's assimilation. A lot of it is assimilation. I don't buy all the. I know a lot of us say, it's protective styles, and for some of us it is, but I don't think that's as common as people. It's overused.
Mhm.
Most of it is assimilation, and it's important. I know that I'm going to get that job quicker with this hair on than I am with my natural hair, and I know it.
So
you know what I'm saying?
that's-
So why not go apply at places where they would appreciate you in your natural?
Because I really want the job.
But there are
Paying good
places
money, and I
that,
really want the
but there
job.
are places that offer the same.
And it's not a lot of places like that. Let's keep it real. In America, let's just keep it real. There's not a lot of places like that. If that wasn't a problem, we wouldn't have the Crown Act. The government had to actually create a law saying leave them alone about their hair. You can't fire them because of their hair. You cannot hire them because of their hair. We had to create a law because that's how bad it is. So we're speaking for black women. We learned that our men like hair, and they like a lot of it. And sometimes we don't have a lot of it. And so when we want to attract our men, they tend to be more attracted to a lot of hair.
I've seen women out with some dope short hairstyles.
The pixie cut is my jump, bro. She got one of them.
What's that, the Halle Berry kind of thing?
Man, bro, I'm on it. I'm
Yeah.
on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
oh my God, it's.
I could see that too.
God, don't put that on us. That be y'all with that.
Yeah,
man.
but it's a lot of black women that wear hair, and I would say it's probably even majority, right? Would you say it's majority? There's a reason for that. There's a reason
But
for
it's
that.
not because it's what we want.
So, the answer to that question is, y'all don't like their hair. Y'all like the way it looks, but once at night, have some, I guess you can pull off. Is that the solution?
No,
Do a wig, ladies. You
No.
can pull it off and filter your hair at night.
Okay.
Compromise.
There are. Okay, so let's get into the specifics. I can't speak for other men. I'll speak to the parts that I don't like. Okay. I don't like when you leave and my pillow smell like your head.
Okay. So you a dirty bitch. Go ahead, finish
Everybody done
explaining.
wash their weave. We established that.
Wash your weave, wash your wigs, ladies.
I,
And a lot of times we don't because it's synthetic.
see, so okay.
Synthetic.
I don't like when you leave the weave. You know what I'm saying? It's all over the bed. It's in the parking
Oh, that can happen
Okay.
with
You know
natural
what I'm
hair.
saying?
That can happen with natural hair too.
But it's not. It's a bit more.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this one
Okay.
up.
And
Yeah,
lastly,
that's
wait.
right.
I got one more. I got one more.
Okay.
One more. It's the turn
Okay.
off. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If I'm talking to a chick, soon as she do this, I'm done, bro.
Ain't nobody doing that when you talk to them. They gonna wait for you to leave. Who are you talking to?
Y'all.
You telling a lot about
Right
who
now I'm talking
you
to fans.
telling a lot about
Right
who
now
you
I'm
messing
talking to
with.
fans.
Now he
Right
telling
now
a lot
I'm
about who
talking
you
to
Oh,
messing
that
with.
happens. No, because once he said that, I was like, yeah.
Okay, so that's a turn off,
No, that
ladies.
happens.
So if your weave is itching, don't pat your head in front of the men.
That means
especially
it's
if you're
dirty,
interested.
right?
That's exactly what it means.
Does that mean? Oh, I don't
I
know.
thought
know
from
what-
y'all.
I don't say because it means it's dirty. Okay.
They got a song called Pet Mo.
Wait, no, I said I don't. No, listen.
Bro, they got a song.
Let me tell you what they don't know. How y'all gonna speak for women? When the head is patted, it's because it itches, not because it's dirty.
Okay.
So I don't know where that came from.
Bees
But
on
you
this
rather
shit.
braids than weave or anything.
Even if your braids is made of weave, you know what I'm
It
saying?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't believe that if your hair, if you patting your head not dirty. I don't believe that.
Okay. Tap in, ladies. That's usually
Or
because it
patty.
itches. As far as relationships, what are your deal breakers and why?
Moving forward, I think deal breakers is going to be accountability, because that's the biggest thing that I'm running into down the line. Like, women are not taking accountability for their actions. I mean, we could talk about the trust and all of that kind of stuff. You know, that kind of comes along with the territory. But, you know, when we start talking about like women and taking accountability, I think the next relationship that I go into, that'll be something that I try to figure out very early.
And you're going into that relationship looking for accountability? You're going.
I'm a have my antennas up.
It's hard to argue fact when I am in the middle of dealing with my feelings. That is
Right.
That is all that they know. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But if you're going into your next relationship looking for accountability, this, you know, we can just do this now.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But let me say this.
Okay.
People are more accountable, male or female, when you provide a safe space for them to be. Right? What happens when they say, okay, I did it, I'm sorry. What happens then? I mean, are you a safe space?
People lie for fear and gain, period. People lie to hide what they have done, what they are ashamed of, what they are in fear you finding out due to consequence. Or people lie to you to gain something. If it's a laugh, it's a smile, something as deep as trust. There's only two reasons for falsehoods: fear and gain. Accountability, to admit to something, is reactive. Accountability is also proactive. I'm going to hold myself accountable that I have nothing to lie to you about. That is love. I'm going to consider you before my actions, so there's nothing to have to. And if I do anything that is less than subpar to your standard, I hope that I have chosen on the front end a partner that I can be accountable with.
Okay. We're saying the same thing.
Is with women that they do not readily accept or examine. The last time I saw Lamar, he looked like that. Not the same clothes on, but you know. And the last time he saw me, I cannot necessarily say that about you, Tam.
I'm like a box of chocolates.
Because the level of consistent and continual deception that women practice, I think it provides a foundation for consistency that they are unaware of. You know, things that lift, things that tuck, things that push, things that...
Any other deal breakers?
Deal breakers.
So somebody holding themselves accountable. Let me say this too about accountability.
Okay.
Because I've dealt with this a couple of times in life. You ever had a situation where somebody wants you to apologize and you don't think you did anything wrong?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, that's something to think about when you're talking about accountability.
Okay.
Because sometimes you're saying, well, you know, you need to be accountable, and they're saying, I don't feel like I did anything wrong. I'm just saying. I just want to throw that out there.
Here's the thing with that. With men, it is a structured thing. It is very factual. A plus B equals C.
Right.
We know that this is wrong. Because if the shoe were on the foot, on the other foot, A plus B would equal C. However, the double standard comes into play. When you do it, it's okay. When I do it, it's a problem.
No, it's not okay either way. It's
I'll
not
give
okay
you
either
an
way.
example.
And men don't hold themselves accountable either.
I'll give you an example. Are you ready? Here we go. You and your friends are out and you are done up and it is absolutely stunning. Lamarr and myself have stepped out. We stepped you and your girls. We are respectful. We buy you a round of drinks. We don't ask for any contact information. We toast and vanish. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Your husband.
Don't be setting me up.
Your husband is there.
Okay.
There are 4 girls that approach him. They are absolutely stunning and BBL'd up. We have to accommodate.
Okay.
Now, they step to him. He spends a significant amount of money on the round, as they prefer champagne over shots. You get home. He gets home. You see the ticket. Is that okay? That he bought the round? Paul says protest.
I don't know. What my answer to that would probably not be the answer of most women. Okay, I wouldn't mind. I don't know.
I'm dapping you up.
Ladies, I'm not going against you here. I'm not doing it.
So you
But we know the real answer. I've been in that situation before.
I know it's not the end. What I'm saying is once you, because I've been married 26 years. Told me, this lady was at the bar. This was like
We knew.
But this was 2 weeks ago, and he's like, this lady was at the bar and I did something, and she didn't like it, whatever. I went in and bought her a drink, whatever. I'm like, okay, like maybe I'm at a different maturity level. A lot of women might have a problem with that.
Oh,
But a lot of women may not take drinks from men too in a relationship. When they're in a relationship, they might not take drinks from a man.
First off, you can just stop talking because you got a 27-year marriage. These girls can't have a 27-day relationship with themselves. They commit to nothing. I'm going to work out. I'm going to squat. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to the gym. I'm not taking his calls anymore. Stop lying.
Okay.
You are
I want to finish asking about deal breakers,
Right,
but I want to get on that too.
You are
Because
exceptional.
I was in that situation where I was out one time at the bar. I was in a relationship with this girl when I was living in Atlanta, and we went to some of the same places. I'm chilling at the bar. There's women next to me talking. And then I got my check, and then she walked up. Oh, hey, baby, what's up? She immediately grabs my bill, the little bill right there, opens it. And I'm like, what you looking for? She was looking to see if I bought them other girls drinks. On the same point, every time she went out, like, oh yeah, we were just out. Yeah, it was a couple guys bought me and my girls some drinks and some
you said the
rounds.
same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was just saying about my experience, but yeah, he
Right.
already said yeah.
And she didn't see anything wrong with that.
Absolutely
No,
not.
You know why though, right? If he had bought him, the difference is this guy's spending his money versus you spending yours. That's probably what the difference is. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
Okay. So
versus-
some women can buy me drinks.
She might see that differently. That's my point.
Oh, okay. They send me.
That's my point. But you can't talk to them. You can't get their phone numbers. They can't sit with you. There's more to it. There's more to it.
So you don't see that as a double standard?
It can be. It can be. But I mean, let me tell you something. Men are men,
No.
and y'all go mess around with whoever, but when a woman does what y'all do and sleeps with as many men as y'all do or has as many bodies as y'all do, she's a hoe. That's the biggest double standard around. Y'all talking about buying drinks.
No, she not. No, she not.
She not a hoe? You're the only man in the country that believes that.
No, she not a hoe. She not a hoe by herself. We hoes too.
Oh yeah?
I'm gonna say there's male hoes.
Men
Like,
have
yeah,
been called hoes, but
there's-
it's looked at differently. Don't front.
It is, but we don't look at it
It's looked at
differently. Because
differently.
if I went around and sleeping with multiple females at the same time, and then I'm around my homeboys, like, nigga, you a hoe, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. Then the
We
guy
say-
might
we do
get
say
pat
it
on the
each other.
back, whatever. But yeah, if I know a female that's doing that too, yeah, I'm gonna call.
Yeah.
She's a hoe.
Yeah.
But
You don't see the double standard. He's saying women can be hoes, men can be hoes. It's just what it is, and you don't see them necessarily in a negative light.
because I know a whole bunch of good men.
Mm-hmm.
That's hoes. I mean,
Well, how are they good men? Are they in relationships or are they single?
they're in relationships. They are
And they
pillars of the
hoe
community.
around and they're good men?
They are pillars of the community.
Oh, they're good men and they hoe around. So a woman can hoe around and be a good woman.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, so you think different.
She can be good over here, but I'm not gonna mess with her. Like once I know she.
That's not what you
dealing
consider a
with-
good woman. Somebody cheating and being
No, she can be a good woman to society. She can be doing a lot of great things in the community,
Yeah.
but to me, if she sleep with me and then
Yeah.
sleep with somebody else tomorrow and then
Okay.
come back and sleep with me, I'm considering that a hoe. Like, dang,
Okay.
that's-
What is your deal breakers? Or what is one big deal breaker of yours? We know she can be a hoe.
Most are. I do not have the mental capacity to be the villain and the hero.
Okay, elaborate.
I can't be the problem with the relationship and your knight in shining armor.
Okay.
At the same time, I just can't.
That's good. That's a
And
good point.
and I can't be the villain
Mm-hmm.
and Romeo.
Okay.
I was about to say this.
Okay.
He read my mind when he said that sentence. Like
Okay.
the lack of trust in a lot of relationships. Like, where is it coming from? Like,
It is.
if I know, and that's when my eye raises when I know for a fact I'm not doing nothing, and then you suspicious of me. I'm thinking you doing something now because let me see your phone. Let me do this. Like, oh,
And then I give you the
well,
phone.
let me see your phone. You know, so
Right.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, I've been in that exact situation where somebody asks, let me see your phone. Take it out, hit a code. You know,
Yeah.
go through it, and then,
Yeah.
oh, well, let me see your phone. No, you going back? No.
I began to,
Yeah.
and let me speak to that. Let me speak to that. One of the reasons for the lack of trust and suspicion that women generally carry is because they know the level of attention that they get. Men don't get that. You can't hate it and celebrate it.
But I don't think that's where mistrust comes
Well,
from.
you said yourself. We don't look. It never occurs to us too, because many of us can only afford one of you.
But mistrust, but I don't know if that, y'all full of shit.
I know, I'm like, for real.
I don't know where mistrust, I don't
Right.
agree that that's where mistrust comes from being unhealed from past relationships a lot of times. And some mistrust comes from the motherfucker you with right then doing something wrong that you know they did wrong. And so they lost your trust. But I don't think it has anything to do with them thinking you're getting a lot of attention, a lot of people coming at you, although it's like 10 women and 1 man. What is the issue today with women? What is going on today?
Oh, goddamn.
Let me tell you something.
You ain't got that much
No,
taste.
Does anyone have an abacus out
No,
there? Damn it.
No. Let me say this. I went to a Prairie View homecoming a couple of years ago, and you know how you get your tent, you're sitting in there, and I'm just sitting there, and I like to people watch, and I'm just sitting there observing, and it was some beautiful young women there. No, not one man was approaching them, and I was like, what?
No, it's a risk.
What? Men are so soft. I think, men so soft now that they're afraid of rejection, where back in the day, they didn't care about that. Like, what is going on? What, men don't approach women no more, or is it a different type of woman? Like, why?
I got
No,
rules
it's a
on my
risk.
approach. Yeah,
What's the risk?
It's a
Rejection?
No, but it's just, girl, we've been doing that since we was 6.
Exactly.
What we can't do is, he's accomplished, I'm accomplished, they're accomplished. I walk up and I'm uncomfortable.
Wow.
Now, I don't know why y'all say that kind of dumb
Ain't
shit.
nobody saying that. Who's saying that? They saying that to you too?
Sometimes they don't say nothing. So
Well, yeah,
I'm
Just
very,
get the police report.
I'm
What?
very particular about how
Now
I
y'all
approach.
joking, right? I've
I'm
never heard
particular
this.
about how
Did you
I
hear what
approach.
you don't say nothing. Sometimes they don't say nothing.
Was it
You
like the
just-
Me Too movement? Is it the
Yeah,
Me Too?
since that bullshit stopped, I don't, man. You know what? I be insulted when I'm at the grocery store and I hit the lane, hit the aisle, bitch, and you start looking at paper spoons. Why would you think I would even?
Yeah, but what if it's somebody that's showing interest and they're kind of looking and smiling and
Well,
That's
now
different.
now we have the platform for exchange.
why would anybody approach anybody different?
They don't wink and smile. They do this.
I wouldn't approach them.
They do this. That's how they come to the club.
No, that's not one I would approach. Is that they're not approaching them? I understand.
That's the general
But
look.
men are-
I named it.
What?
Resting bitch face.
Oh, I've heard that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so now y'all
I've
look
heard that.
y'all look unapproachable.
So because women are unapproachable. Okay. What else? Is that it? Is that why men are not approaching?
Yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
a young boy approached a girl, and he asked her for her number. She didn't say to him, "No, you can't have my number." Her homegirls did. Nah, she ain't.
How old are they?
Yeah.
This middle school. It's
Oh, they're young.
It's middle
Okay,
school.
all right.
Transcends age because
Yeah,
I got
right,
those
right.
stories.
Oh,
Go ahead.
come on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So then, so he looks at the. I like this about him. He looks at her girls like, basically, bitch, I'm not talking to you. He turns back to her and says, I think you're beautiful. I would like to speak to you. Now, man, this shit was classic, bro. Now one of the other little boys, Superman. Didn't she say? No, she didn't, bro. Her homegirl said it. You followed up. Y'all won't even give her the opportunity to answer.
Yeah.
This is why we don't approach groups of women, because now instead of impressing one, I have to impress
Right.
5.
Okay.
And at a certain time and point, I don't have the energy to
Right.
entertain everybody's trauma.
Right.
So have you heard of right to withdraw? It's when you change your mind about how you felt about sex after the fact.
So how do you get around that? Because you know,
I
people
don't- I'm
want
not-
to date.
You know how we get around it? We don't
Don't
approach
do
it.
it. Don't do it.
So is are men waiting for women to approach them? Because they get together, they get with women, they having children. Like, what's the solution?
It's the situation for me. Like, if I approach a woman, it's gonna have to be some type of eye contact.
That's what you're supposed
some
to
kind
do.
of what. And but if
That's
she's
what
by
you're
her,
supposed to do.
yeah, if she's by herself, then
Yeah.
it's one thing. It's a little bit easier
Yeah,
to
and most
approach,
women
start
aren't gonna go
conversation,
places by
but
themselves.
right.
But
I said it.
But when y'all are in
Fellas.
groups, it's different. Like
Okay.
when I was living in Atlanta, I see a nice young lady. I walk by the bar. I ask her, talk to her, ask her if she want a drink, and then her home. I didn't even see the homegirl and came out of nowhere. Oh, you gonna buy? She was drinking champagne. You need to get her a bottle of champagne.
these
I'm like,
are- these people
the
are-
girl right here didn't even talk.
Well, these
Didn't
people
even
over
say
40?
nothing. Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know how they in 30s. It was whatever age I was when I was in
Okay.
Atlanta. This is 30s and up. That I'm
Yeah. She not finna drink on her bottle.
Oh yeah.
But Respucia here.
Exactly.
Respiration.
Who came from the background.
All right, so I'll say
So
that's
this-
not fair to expect a guy that, you're in a group, ladies, and you've got a man attracted to one person in the group. They shouldn't be expected to buy the whole group a drink. It is impressive. It is impressive. It is impressive, but it's not fair.
To buy $350 bottle.
Well, not that.
I'll
I'm
buy a
saying
couple
impressive to buy a
drinks.
drink for the friends. That's what I'm saying. That's impressive. Not necessarily fair, though. I don't think they should, shoo him away
Exactly.
because he didn't get all the friends a drink. But that is impressive. And you shouldn't go up to a woman when she's with a group of friends. At some point, they're going to break away. She'll probably always be with at least one.
I mean, they can go
But at
try
some
it. I
point,
mean, I
she's
done
gonna
heard
break
that.
away.
To me, that's stalkerish to try
Yeah.
to time when they split. And
Yeah.
Now she
Yeah,
buys
but then you just
Yeah.
gotta go up to, because I'm always, most women are always with somebody, and this has nothing to do with anything, but that's what they're there with. And then, from this conversation, and I'm glad y'all get it, do not approach women that aren't showing you some type of they're winking or they're smiling at you, maybe they'll wave. If they're showing some type of interest, what is it that you want women to know in general? From a relationship aspect, what do you want? What would you want your woman, or you've been in relationships, like what would you want your woman to know?
I think the biggest thing that I have dealt with is girlfriends that I've had. They're like, oh, Lamarr, you don't have no feelings. You don't have no feelings. And then, so I kind of had to get in touch and kind of with my feelings. So nowadays, I think guys are a little bit like emotionally mature about things. But now I know you looked a little crazy. Well, okay, I am.
Okay.
So my whole thing now is. Now, what I run into is when I am explaining, like, okay, now I'm finally talking about my feelings. I'm finally explaining how I feel. Now you feel attacked. Like, so it's like, now my feelings aren't being, like, validated, like, at all. Because now you're looking at how I said stuff to you. You're looking at different ways that, I was expressing myself, and now you coming back at me, and then whatever issue I brought to you never gets... Now everything gets swept under the surface. So and then I think the biggest thing is, and a lot of times when I'm talking, as far as like what I think like women should know is, like listen to us, actively listen. Just actively listen. because a lot of women listen and automatically get defensive, and you're listening to respond, and you're not really even hearing what I'm saying. When I'm talking to you, and you are already trying to start talking, and I ain't even finished my statement, you don't even know. Yeah, I do know what you finished. I'm like, no, you don't, because I could say, but I could say all of this. I could say, throw a conjunction in there and change up, and give a different direction of what I'm saying. So that's like a huge thing, is actively listening to us.
Okay.
Really try to let it sink in what we're saying, as opposed to hopping on the defensive. And
So don't listen to respond. Really listen.
actively listen.
Okay.
Actively listen,
Listen to
comprehend.
understand.
And
Okay.
every time we bring something to you, this is one of the biggest things. I've dealt with it before. Like, if I say, baby, when you did this, I didn't really like that, blah, blah, blah. Well, you do it too. Man, I'm like, and then we'll try to bring up a situation from years
Okay.
ago. I'm like, that don't even make sense. Like, well, you do it too. I'm like, well, those are my things. Actively
okay.
listen.
And when you're getting on us about something we do, don't bring up something.
Not even just
hard
getting
not to
on
do, though.
it. But if you didn't bring it
Why
up,
you getting on me? You did.
if you didn't bring it up when I did it, don't conveniently bring it up now, because it might not be it might not be a big deal for you, but it's a thing for me. You know what I'm saying?
But if you did it, and then I do it, don't
See,
bring it
you
up
doing
at
it
all.
now.
Don't bring it up at all. I'm just saying, if you do something and then I do it, don't bring it up to me.
But I
You
may
did
have
it too.
not known that it affected you, but
Okay.
then something could affect me.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Okay.
like, oh,
And so what are we supposed to do?
huh?
Just listen?
Actively listen to
Okay.
what we say, to what we're saying. Try to comprehend it. Try to at least reverse the situation in your
Whether
head.
you agree or not.
No, you don't have to agree with everything at all. I don't expect y'all to agree with
Okay,
everything.
but just listen and don't bring up the past. Okay, and another thing, men say, oh, they're vulnerable and they tell us stuff and then we throw it in their face later. But a lot of times it has to do with the topic later, so I don't get that either. But okay, that's a whole another. All right.
Yeah, that's
What do you want women to know, either in general or relationship wise?
Nothing. You're perfect and you're always right.
You're always right.
There's
Okay.
nothing to say.
So that's sarcasm. So is that
if I can
sarcasm?
swallow that principle. My dad spoke at my
Because ain't
cousin's.
nobody always right. That's sarcasm.
Well, the condescending manner that you all speak to us in implies that you are. And that, as he said, we are not valid or safe with our feelings. The only thing that healing therapy and emotional IQ has gotten me is further isolated and misunderstood. You are a slave to your emotions, not me. You want consistency and you bring chaos. I cannot be the villain and the knight. It's a role
Okay.
that I will not play.
Okay.
You could probably end it with that line.
I'm just shocked because, this is not me. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, like is it?
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
what?
I think you on that line in that generation to where those
I've been
qualities
hidden
have
away.
passed,
Yeah.
and then this new generation of, the people who
20
listen to too many podcasts and getting their relationship tips from Instagram.
I have been so generous. Now the only thing you get is the beast in the castle. And beauty has to come reside there, or there shall be no expenditure.
Right.
I'll buy a $350 bottle and pour that shit out right in front of some thirsty hoes.
Right. Well, let me respond to that though, because I know we got to wrap up. Don't be a beast with everybody, because everybody ain't like that. That's all I can say to that. You seem to be very humble to me, and I know people can turn you cold, but just know there's still good people out there, and everybody's intentions are not bad. So just decipher who you need to be the beast with.
It is not. It is not that. What it is with me is the idea of me is far more intriguing than the actual day-to-day toil.
Okay.
The seven, whatever, is much more of a topic to be shared than this nigga ain't returning my tickets. That happened. You know what I'm saying?
That is not forgivable. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for joining Talks with Tam. I thank Se7en for being here, and for our Ask the Guys, I thank Lamarr Ladd for being here. Their information and their handles are on the screen, and thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Peace.
I'm gonna be single till I ain't.
There's good women out there.